Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. American Pickers. Danielle Colby blasts Instagram for censoring her. American Pickers star Danielle Colby put Instagram on blast. As fans know, she loves to share racy photos on the social media app. Not only is she on one of the hottest shows in the world, but she also has her own OnlyFans page. Fans can really get to know Danielle and learn all the intimate details of her life. Nothing is off the table with the burlesque star. Danielle lashed out when Instagram took down her burlesque routine video. She loves to share provocative and nearly nude photos of herself on the platform. On Tuesday, March 29, Danielle took to social media to call out the platform over its censorship policies. Instagram censors Danielle Colby's burlesque video. The American Pickers cast member shared a screenshot of a message she received from Instagram. The platform flagged one of her videos, which she shared in late 2021. It was flagged and removed. It sounds like someone didn't like the post and had it removed from the platform. The American Pickers star wrote a lengthy message on Instagram. Even though she continues to use the platform, she's not happy with them. Danielle called them out for censoring her art. The History Channel star gets many messages about her provocative posts. I swear, every day it's something. This 10-second video clip got me flagged for several JFC, the American Pickers star wrote. This is a small clip of a burlesque routine that I did for Halloween. This is a video from Tobiar. Danielle called them out for flagging and removing an old video. She wanted to know what was the issue with that particular post. The model wore a burlesque costume, which is the same size as a bikini. Her costume also included pasties, which covered her nipples. Danielle called out Instagram for its militant policing of fat, femme, and queer bodies, especially those of color. American Pickers star fights back against censorship. The American Pickers co-star didn't appreciate that Instagram is treating her like a courtesan just because she has an OnlyFans page. Her video encouraged fans to visit her page if they wanted to see more. Danielle fought back against censorship for herself and many other women who are in this line of work. For so many people, this is how they're able to pay their mortgages, afford childcare, have the ability to buy life-saving medications, or just have the money they need for the quality of life they want. The American Pickers star continued. Danielle received support from her followers. She has always been outspoken about her support for those who work in the adult industry. Danielle doesn't see herself as just someone who appears on American Pickers. The television personality uses her fame and platform to support adult entertainers from all walks of life. Danielle Colby had never been one to shy away from controversy. As the bold, tattooed queen of American Pickers, she exuded confidence and a rebellious spirit. Her fans adored her not only for her keen eye for treasures but also for her unfiltered personality, often showcased on her vibrant Instagram page. However, recent events had left her fuming, and she wasn't about to stay quiet about it. The day began like any other, with Danielle meticulously arranging pieces for her latest Instagram post. She had discovered a stunning antique corset, intricately laced and over a century old, during her last pic. The delicate fabric told a story of craftsmanship and culture, and Danielle couldn't wait to share its history with her followers. Draped in the corset herself, a nod to her burlesque roots, she posed in her studio, ensuring the lighting captured every exquisite detail. The caption was thoughtful, weaving together the item's historical significance and her personal connection to it. She hit post with a sense of pride, eager for her fans to appreciate the art as much as she did. But the celebration was short-lived. Hours later, Danielle received a notification that her post had been removed for violating community guidelines. Her stomach churned as she read the email from Instagram, which vaguely referenced nudity or sexual content. Danielle knew the platform's policies well. She was no stranger to navigating the thin line between artistic expression and censorship. Still, she couldn't understand how a historic artifact, displayed tastefully and educationally, could be flagged. She took to her Instagram stories, her voice sharp with frustration. I'm beyond disappointed, she began, her eyes blazing behind her signature glasses. This isn't just about me, it's about preserving history and celebrating the artistry of the past. Instagram's censorship policies are stifling creativity and erasing the narratives these artifacts carry. Her phone buzzed with messages of support almost instantly. Fans rallied to her defense, flooding her DMs with words of encouragement and their own frustrations with the platform's inconsistencies. Danielle felt a surge of validation, but it wasn't enough to quell her anger. Later that evening, she called Mike Wolf to vent. "Mike, I can't believe this," she exclaimed, pacing her living room. "Do you know how many bikini photos I see on my feed every day that don't get flagged? But a corset from the 1800s is somehow inappropriate." Mike chuckled on the other end of the line, though he understood her frustration. "You've always pushed boundaries, Dani. That's what makes you unique. But maybe this is an opportunity to take a stand, you know? Make some noise about it." And make noise she did. Danielle penned a fiery open letter, posting it on her Instagram and other social platforms. To Instagram and anyone else who believes history should be sanitized for the sake of arbitrary guidelines, art is not indecency. History is not offensive. The censorship of antique artifacts not only disrespects the past, but also stifles the conversations we need to have about culture, evolution, and identity. This corset is a piece of history. It represents the craftsmanship of a bygone era, the social norms women navigated, and the evolution of fashion. It deserves to be celebrated, not censored. Her words resonated deeply. The post went viral, shared by historians, artists, and influencers alike. Danielle's inbox was flooded with invitations for interviews and collaborations. She was even contacted by a museum curator who wanted to feature her corset collection in an upcoming exhibit. Meanwhile, Instagram's headquarters caught wind of the uproar. The platform's PR team scrambled to address the backlash, eventually issuing a statement. "We recognize that our community guidelines may sometimes inadvertently restrict artistic and historical content. We are reviewing the flagged post and will work to ensure our policies better support creators like Ms. Colby, who bring educational and artistic value to our platform." Danielle wasn't entirely satisfied, but she considered it a small victory. The incident reignited Danielle's passion for advocating for freedom of expression. She launched a new project, Uncensored History, a series of virtual workshops and exhibits dedicated to exploring the intersection of art, history, and censorship. "Sometimes you have to fight for the right to tell stories," she said during the series launch. "If we let algorithms dictate what's appropriate, we risk losing the richness of our history and culture." Her fans rallied around the initiative, eager to learn and contribute. Danielle's voice grew louder, and her message reached beyond her usual audience. Historians and educators praised her for shining a light on an issue that many had overlooked. Back on American Pickers, Danielle's fire was stronger than ever. She approached every pick with renewed vigor, knowing that the stories she uncovered were more than just valuable, they were vital. Mike noticed the change. "You've always been passionate, Dani," he said one afternoon as they examined an old apothecary cabinet in a dusty barn. "But lately, it's like you've got this whole new energy. What's going on?" Danielle grinned, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "I think I've finally realized that what we do isn't just about finding cool stuff. It's about giving a voice to the past, and making sure that voice isn't silenced." Mike nodded thoughtfully. "That's why you're the heart of this operation." In the months that followed, Danielle's battle with Instagram became a rallying cry for creators and historians alike. Her efforts inspired others to challenge censorship and fight for the preservation of cultural narratives. And as for the infamous corset, it found a home in a museum exhibit titled Uncensored, the artifacts that social media tried to hide. Visitors marveled at its beauty and history, guided by none other than Danielle herself, who used the opportunity to share her journey and advocate for the importance of artistic freedom. Danielle Colby had always been a force to be reckoned with, but now she was more than just a picker. She was a champion for art, history, and self-expression, and nothing, not even Instagram's algorithms, could stop her.